Pay no attention to the save editor behind the camera. Hello again. We're back on the Final Fantasy Tactics Temple Knight solo challenge. I've leveled up to 29, and I have gone and added a few items to my list. The Crystal Helmet in particular is actually the best helmet Beowulf can buy. There are no substitutes. No helmets have special properties, and you can't wear any kind of hat, so this is going to stay on us for the rest of the game. White robe, besides just being a general robe with good HP and MP, also has our fire, lightning, and ice damage. And Platina, shield, and sword are just kind of decent middle-range weapons with nothing to note. Wizard mantle is what we had last time. You can't actually really find many accessories without excessive overleveling, so we've got everything, so let's get moving. I already saved. I don't know why I'm doing that. Alright, Goug Machine City. So, especially the white robe will probably help with a lot of enemies around this place starting to carry coral swords and the like. And of course, it's always good against any kind of spells, so it'll help resist that too, which is good because we have to keep a high faith, which means we're relatively vulnerable to magic. Alright. See, I want to never really come back to Goug. It's supposed to be a place, where the airships crashed or something, and then they got a bunch of stuff from them. And that's why they've got the advanced technology, but, it never really plays a part in the story again, except for the Cloud subplot, but even then, that's just a subplot. I guess it's more about ancient magic, powerful artifacts of power magic. Yes, that was definitely not redundant at all. So, guns aren't as important. Although, you do find guns elsewhere in the game in the hands of chemists. Do they all have to take, a pilgrimage to Goug Machine City to act properly? I don't know. Let's see, nothing new here, right? Yeah. Alright. Let's begin. So I believe this battle has, 2 thieves, 2 archers, 2 summoners? Thieves are probably the first target if they're female. I think they're both male, so I think they're harmless, relatively speaking. Although if they steal our gear, that's practically a reset right there. I may be willing to hack the gear, but I'm going to go and act like I had to farm it. Otherwise, the archers might have a bit of a threat, but I think they might also be using lightning bows at this point, which would mean their damage is half. So I think this one should be pretty easy. We might just want to stone the... Oh yeah, I think I heard that something interesting happens here if you actually don't have the Ramza sprite. I think it's against Y-Graph you get in trouble with it if you don't have the Ramza sprite. Yeah, look at this. The arrow's doesn't know where to go. Best Rodeo. That is... I got nothing further to add to that. His name is Best Rodeo. It's a very silly name. My feet are nowhere near here. Oh, yeah. Am I playing like a ninja? Am I invisible? This is kind of interesting. I'm surprised it goes completely blank. I guess because it transitions directly into the battle, the game has to use his. But then again, it pans off Ramza just so you can introduce the people. So, I wonder why it does that. I mean, the Ramza sprite still exists. Why doesn't it just, latch back to the Temple Knight sprite afterwards? I don't know. Alright, so let me go and see here. Yeah, thieves are male, so they can't steal my heart. My delicious heart. White staff triangle. Nothing fancy there. Ice bow. Silver bow. Okay, so none of them have lightning bow. They're all the worst class, though. Archers are female, thieves are male, and summoners are, they're summoning. They say me summoning. They hate. Right, let's keep to the side here, make it a little bit harder. Well, they'll climb up the building. I better go for the archers. They're going to hit me no matter where I am. And... yeah, the CTs, this will help protect some arrow shots. Oh, wow. He actually had pretty armor. Must have good Zodiac, which means he's about to go down like a sack of cupcakes. Come on, Musadio, make yourself useful. Oh, wow. He's going to live. What the hell? Okay, well, I guess the archer will fix that. Franny. That's an embarrassing name. Alright, probably gonna go for the summoners first. I can't actually block their attacks. Well, unless they try to throw rocks at me. Go, Mustadio! Oh, yeah. Anyway, since this seems to be a relatively quiet battle with not too much to say, might as well go over a few other points here. For the most part, the earlier levels of this will be relatively easy. But there's going to be a rather interesting point. Beowulf does indeed get knight swords, and Orlando comes with a knight sword. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't even have to move. Actually, how much damage am I doing with my physical attack? 108. Not enough. Let's just get him stoned. So eventually we'll be able to get the Excalibur, which has auto haste, which means we'll be moving at full speed all the time. We'll be moving at hasted speed all the time, which is awesome. And we will also... And it has an effective attack power of 15.5, because Knight Sword's damage is based on your bravery. So its weapon power, after I count for my 74 bravery, we'll put it at 15.5. Okay, so there are no thieves with Steelheart, but the archers have it. Well, on the plus side, they won't attack a charmed target, and I have no buff spells. So boring? Anyway, I believe we get Excalibur around right after 2 notable battles in Chapter 4. The first fight against Balk, that shouldn't be too hard because you can just wear an ice shield to resist all damage he does, which I only learned rather later on. You still got all of his minions to deal with, but as long as he's not shooting me too bad, I can just maybe try to chase him and hit him, and then use shock as needed. What I'm actually really worried about, and thanks to Excalibur, this might actually be the hardest fight in the game, is, wow, this is special. Man, I wish I had some AoE attacks. Huh. Wait, did they have me face away from them intentionally? I'm confused. Alright, first of all, we need to figure out which one had Steelheart, because we need to not do that again, otherwise this will just take forever. Anyway, is Finath River. Finath River is notable for a couple of reasons. Okay, her, let me just... yeah, only her. Oh, crap. I can't move. If I stone him, I'll be stuck. Oh, dear. Alright, let's get him. Ben. There we go. Finath River, where you fight a bunch of Chocobos, and bear in mind, they scale with your level, so you can't out-level this fight, and it's a crap ton of Chocobos. And that's the last battle, I believe, though there's also Melodao, which shouldn't be too hard. Because with Melodao, again, we can drain their health and use shock on them, but Chocobos, there are a lot of them. There are no weak links or important targets to kill. That's going to be the case with a lot of it. Can I... Oh, am I getting... Oh, I see. I'm jumping. Alright. Let's get somewhere where I can't be charmed, and then put her to stone. There's no weak links for me to target specifically. They can heal. Choco Meteor and Choco Meteor has a 100% hit rate, so a large part of that battle is going to be resetting until I find a beatable combination of Chocobos. So that one's going to be a bitch and a half. But once I get that, I get Excalibur. Now I'm not entirely certain to what degree that'll make the rest of it easier. Permanent haste is awesome, But there is still the simple fact that, you know what, I'm not going to stone her. She's not easy to do it, too. And really, when I get hit by that, I don't have, I'm going to back myself into a corner here. Shoot, where was I? I was talking about a thing. Yeah. I'm not entirely certain to what extent, because while I am moving twice as fast, I don't know how hard. Beowulf doesn't hit too hard. And especially considering I don't have hats and clothes, which means I can't really meaningfully augment my stats. You better not succeed. Good. So while I will be moving very fast, that'll be kind of all I have going for me in terms of dealing bosses. I can't stone them. I could stone, say, the Ultimate Demons, various of them will be summoning up, but... this guy. I think that's too high up to attack him from. Good, he's dead. But the bosses themselves, and I could drain them, but the simple fact of the matter is they're going to be doing a lot of damage. They've got those undodgeable skills that deal... crap tons of damage. Or will turn me to stone, which will force me to use, or turn me to stone or instant kill me, which will force me to use certain accessories, because I can get immunity dead from, hold on a second here. Nope, Shoku. Let's see which one of these fine ladies has charm. Alright, you're going down. Boom! That is so satisfying. I guess I want to face this direction. So we won't have options there. That being said, we'll still be able to get off 2 drains for every one of their attacks, which is going to be like half their health. So I think it should be fairly fine at that point. So it's going to be a lot different than what I did on the Geomancer. Just acting twice is... just such a big deal. Alright, can I kill this guy in one shot? Yes, I can. Down you go. So, that should play it a lot differently, because, yeah, it was just so much focusing on luck. But percentage damage, thanks to Drain, is, that should play a big part. And being able to do it twice since there's no charge time. And I should have fairly good MP by then, especially considering what my MP is nowadays. Ah, crap. Anyway, we'll see how far we can get tonight. But, and hopefully they'll be a bit more interesting than this battle. This battle's not going anywhere fancy. Golgorand should be good if we can manage that. It's actually one of my favorite fights in the game, and it kind of highlights one of the problems I have with games in general, honestly. Now, this is not the fault of Final Fantasy Tactics. Final Fantasy Tactics was never designed to be intended to be played by a single player. But the simple fact of the matter is, in the challenges, the problem still exists. Golgorand is an almost perfect solo fight. You face a large number of enemies in a reasonably well-constructed party with frontline knights, long-range archers, and some time mages to power them up. So, it's a pretty good one. You've got Gafgarian out there to represent a big threat, but both in a solo challenge and in a team challenge, he goes down in the first round. He's really more of an annoyance that kind of keeps you tied down to the starting area rather than running away from the beginning. But other than that, it's a long fight. You have to play your moves wisely. You have to outsmart and outmaneuver the enemy. You've got the wall to climb up to perhaps hide away from, but the enemy will also use against you. You've got the areas all around the map. It's just perfect. For all of its problems, it's got all these good things going for it. Alright. So hold on a moment now. We get to go to the city. Now, on the other hand, what you have is towards the end game is you're less about fighting enemies that are just of well-composed teams in large numbers, and more about enemies that just have 100% hit rates on instant death or very high damage attacks. Dark Flare, all that stuff is just so powerful and just... It's basically designed with the intent that these guys will kill one of your party members a turn, but given that you've got Phoenix Downs and whatnot, it's not that big of a deal. But it still changes the very nature of it. You can no longer use spells on the bosses so much. Sure, you can slow the various ultimate demons or whatever that they summon, but the boss, well, really all you can do against them is take damage and is deal damage and take damage. There's no more strategy or positioning to it really anymore. They've got medium attacks that you can just gather around. Nothing to encourage you to stay away, nothing to encourage you to stay too close. It ends up being the old tank and spank. And this actually gets into a problem, as I said, that I have a lot of games these days. You go and play a lot of MMOs, and they've got all these area of attacks, and control abilities, and yada yada yada, and then you get to the boss, and what do? You tank them, you spank them. You don't actually fight the damn thing. There's no strategy. Sure, you'll occasionally get minions, but you just have various other party members run off and kill them quickly, and then go back. You can't actually stun the boss, except for predetermined moments when he is allowed to be stunned. You're allowed to actually use stun to him, but it's basically only to let you... I was like, nope, nothing new. Stop big attacks. There's just no strategy or thought to it. One of the things that's... and I don't think I've seen too many games that do this well, but the thing is, I have seen a game that did it well, and it did it well ages ago. And that was Guild Wars. In Guild Wars, especially the first one, Prophecies, there really wasn't much in the realm of boss fights. I mean, sure, there were boss fights, but what a boss fight meant is that you faced a normal enemy party with one particularly powerful unit. You were allowed to control, silence, immobilize the boss as much as you wanted to. You could, with a properly made party, you could stun lock him for the whole fight. But the boss was maybe only 20 to 30% of the power of the team, and then there was still the rest of the team. If you spent the entire fight controlling the boss, then you weren't dealing with the rest of the party. And I rather liked that. It meant that positioning is good because you had all these other people to watch out that you couldn't necessarily control the hate of. You had area of effect abilities to work for more than just quickly wiping them out because you had an entire party of enemies. It was a party of yours fighting a party of theirs. And the fact that, furthermore, is that every single enemy in the earlier Guild Wars, maybe less so as it went on, just used player abilities, really meant that you were... is also kind of what contributed to make it a good PvP system. All the skills were designed to deal with other enemies that all had those same kind of skills. It came together beautifully. It made the PvP in Guild Wars the best PvP in any MMO I've ever played. I need to kick out Mustadio. Hold on a moment. Soft reset. Need a soft reset. Can't do it! Hold on! Hold on. Oh, fish. Fish bait. Okay, there we go. Alright, get out, Mustadio. I love you, but you ruined the challenge. Anyway, I completely forgot where I was. Yeah. So just, it's the only MMO I've ever really liked PvP in because from the ground up and throughout the campaign itself, you were playing against other players all the time. There are no skills that oh, well, this is great for PvE, but terrible for PvP, because PvE was PvP against bots, basically. And it's a model I'm just kind of shocked that nobody has ever really followed since then. Some games have tried to a certain extent, but never really gone there. And I think it's a bit of a shame. It makes the boss fights more interesting than just minor variations on tank and spank, which is what so many of them end up being. And it's what made the... Yeah, I see it. Agri signs... Ramza, did you just turn into a wizard over there? Yeah, whatever. It just meant that the game was built for that from the ground up. And to be fair, there were skills that operated differently in PvE and PvP. Don't get me wrong, there was a distinction there. But it was never absolutely necessary from the get-go. Or rather, should I say, it wasn't so fun. Oh, Jesus. This guy's got low faith and bad Zodiac. Dang. What do you got there, brah? Libra. What the heck am I? Capricorn? Okay. Alright, not certain how I want to handle this. I got such a low rate of success. Yeah, Jesus. Alright, we'll try this on for size. There we go. So yeah, I'd like to see something more like Guild Wars again, but nobody really seems to be doing it. Anyway, that's pretty much all I had to say on that matter. I could probably say more, but I'd probably start rambling after a while. And we've got a battle to pay attention to. Unfortunately, we have to save Agrius. This is going to be a bit of a pain. I don't think she gets to keep any item use she had before. Aim for me. In fact, I really should not be defending at all this fight, just to encourage people to shoot at me. In fact, I should maybe start turning my back a bit to draw fire. At least I got the wizard right off. God damn it, Algus. So you can't move forward too much. Gosh darn it. Run away, Agrius. Alright, what about that knight? What the hell? Go like I can't get a good range of her. Let me stand here, maybe I can draw some fire from these two. Good, you're 93. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He's about to move, so let's stop him from doing so. I'll grant most of them are probably about to move. Alright. Let's face this way, that should draw maybe more of the fire of the knights. Yeah, she's can only be attacked by one knight, the archer, so that should keep her relatively safe. And she dodged awesome. And made room for the next knight. This is one of the problems I have with Counter-Strike, or with Counter-Tackle. Block it. Yes! Agrius is a champ. I forget if she carries over all the power leveling you gave her earlier to this fight. God damn it. Stop shooting Agrius. Attack me. I turned my back to you for this. At least there's that really stupid knight. Alright. That's too high up. So we can't attack her from the water. Let's get her, then Agrius can just face forward to defend against everything. Oh, sweet. Double move against these guys that I have terrible Zodiac and no faith with. What are you? Can I, like, petrify you? Okay, high faith. Doesn't hate Capricorns. She's not nearly as much of a threat, though. Ah, fuck. Yeah, you get no confirmation message on that one. I might very well lose the battle because of, well, at least that knight's going to start running away now. And they can't reach Agrius. Well, the archer can, but I'm blocking the path. Easy pass for him. God damn it. Alright. She's going to try to attack me. Well, enjoy your 100% success rate. Ah, shit. Alright, that archer needs to die. 4, 3, 2, 1, source. I've taken no damage. I'm not shocking anybody. Alright. Hopefully Agrius understands the concept of running. Let's turn my back to him. Draw some fire, maybe? Probably not. Yeah, she's got too much of a head start on him anyway. She's not going to catch up, especially considering he has to cross the river. Or she can move. Oh, the archer was in her way. Crap. Okay, well, that didn't go well. Hopefully this time we'll have some knights with good Zodiac with so I can petrify them right off, and then we can just stab the Black Mage. But yeah, the AI must know this is an assassination mission. They didn't go for me once. I think the only HP I had in that fight is the stuff I gained from when I leveled up. Did I save after I booted Mustadio? No, I didn't. I thought so too, Mustadio. I don't want to make you go, but the random rules I am adhering to for no reason tell me to. Let's save, because I might have to repeat this battle a couple times. Stupid protecting Agrius. Alright, let's try this again. Probably make this the last map of the video with it. I should be able to beat. Yeah, I should be able to beat it in 1 or 2 more tries. I forget what this makes me start. I don't know. I think I actually do get to decide where to start on this one, but I do need to turn the... Yeah, I'm kind of worried about turning on the fast forward again because of, well, the defend option. I either have... Because if I select it accidentally, and if you watch the Geomancer challenge, you know how often I accidentally selected the wrong commands. I'd constantly lose turns. So, it's not really an option for me. Geronimo? Ramza, really? Geronimo. You, like, never said that before, and you never say it again. Why? Okay. Okay, so I want to start in the middle one in the future. It's a little bit more central. 78. Let's see, 78. Okay, she goes after him, but he'll still go last, which means... Actually, I think I could have reached the, fudge. I think I could have reached the, archer there. At least enemies are being play enough to be stasis sorted. And by moving that way, she's not moving towards the archer from the other shore. I always found this a weird battle, the fact that it was divided into 2 shores like that. Always have to send 2 people over there to deal with their 2 people. And the heavy rain meant that the river is really hard to pass except at the rocks, and that central thing, and the central platform at the start is... Ah, crap. Oh well, better than actually hitting with an attack, I think. Maybe not, I'm not certain how much health that thing has. That thing is so hard to navigate for most characters without a lot of jump. It ends up being a rather strong divide, so you have to fight over to the other side. I'm not saying it's bad or anything, it's just kind of different. Maybe it's there to prepare you for, yes. Okay, now, yeah, there's no way I can get up there, and climbing up that way is going to cause me a lot of trouble. Let's, let's see, what do we got here? 90% chance, really wish I took that the first turn. Yeah, bitch needs to die. There we go. Maybe that should hopefully draw some of the wizard's fire to myself. Good, needed that. But yeah, I don't think there's anything we can do to draw fire towards Beowulf. They're either going to attack him or they're not. Fortunately, Agria seems to be using more Stasis Sword than Split Punch, which is a much better spell almost all the time. If you can hit people with it at any rate. Okay, we've got 1 week until he'll start running away. That is a heavy stone. The last one was going well. If I hadn't done that accidental defend, we might have been fine. Crap. Better than attacking Agrius, I guess. I don't know what her magic evade is. I don't even know what her accessory is in this fight. Ah, crap, they got... Why can't you cast fire in the rain? Ugh. Yeah, the save state's from before, but we just use that to get to the loading screen faster. Let's place a save state here, though. Alright. 3rd time's the charm, right, guys? Yeah, we said here was better. Still, I think this is a battle coming off fairly well. We're having some challenge getting going, but overall, it's not nothing too terrible. Mostly it's because we can't control Agrius and we can't have her retreat in any meaningful way. I'm not saying I need her to remove entirely from the battle, but I want her to distance herself from the enemy, rather than just kind of sticking around in their midst. What's with the sound? They just walked on screen. Is there like a curtain off to the side that I haven't noticed? Oh, we can get here. Okay, so if we start on that starting one, we can actually get to the archer from the first go. That's actually a bit more useful. But since we can't do that... Jesus Christ, this fight. Yeah, it's harder to kill in general. You know what? I want to go for the archer first anyway. Because the archer has to be taken out by Beowulf. There's no way you can reach her reasonably. Unless Agrius actually decides to do it. But she's not going to decide to do it. And so I'd have to leave her for the whole fight. So I'll start in this position where we can make a petrify attempt on her. Not to mention, from that point on top of the hill, she can target just about anybody. I can't really do anything about it. Alright, so move forward, try the archer. We'll see what goes from there. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna start skipping ones where I don't make the first petrify. That's a bit too important in this fight. Because there's nothing I do can draw fire onto me. The best odds. Oh gosh darn it! I'm sorry, this is not terribly exciting. This was one of the things I was afraid of when I was stopping the challenge, of having a fight where I just kind of have to have petrify work right off. Fortunately, I don't think we'll see too much of this. Like I said, the biggest reason it's happening right now is because we've got Agrius, and she doesn't know how to stay alive. And there's just that platform we can't actually attack enemies on. It keeps them out of our way. If Agrius starts retreating and pulling back and drawing enemies to her, and keeping them at her stasis sword range, this battle would be cake if I could control her. But she's the AI, so I got no say in it, and she plays like a moron. Out of curiosity, can I actually control the AI of the henchman? I don't think I can. I've never actually checked, because I almost so rarely use the AI command. That'd be an interesting battle. AI challenge, run only using the AI. Probably wouldn't work too well, but Yeah, I didn't think so. Would it be very interesting, I have to admit. I don't think anyone would want to watch that. I'm not a very good commentator on things that are happening, regardless of what I have to say about it. There we go. Alright, she'll drop her stasis sword. Then I should be able to one-shot the mage with a regular attack. Hopefully... Ah, good! Oh, wow. Okay, this yeah! Petrify in 2 stops. I like where this battle is going. If it weren't for those rocks, no one would have been able to attack us. Fortunately, they miss. Barney the Purple Wizard Soar. Alright. They are still going to wake up eventually, though, so let's take care of them when they can't dodge me. You leave Agrius alone! Oh, yeah. Oh, really? 56 damage. Ah, well, he'll probably kill himself with a redirected spell, so that's something. And the Knight missed Agrius. Wow, this is getting off to a really good start. If only this happened the first time. Ah, luck. The perpetual friend of, challenges. Okay, well, he can't get to Agrius, so that's something. Good. That's the best helmet in the game. I would have had to reset if I got that broken. Alright. Where to go from here? If we get here, we can lock that knight. Yeah, he can jump down from there, so if we go here... Now, if we go here, we can't... 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we can hit either of them. So let's see where our... She would be a better target. And she's high... Yeah, and now he can't get out to attack Agrius, so... Wow, this one went so much more smoothly than the last time. Alright, we'll face him, so... Get good at... Agrius. This is not what I sent you into this fight for. Why you do this? Why would you do this to me? Have I offended you somehow? Fortunately, we've got enough mana for 2 more breaks, so... If this goes well, we can finish them off. She does not have that much health. I don't like my odds on that one. Actually, should have been checking this more often. Higher success rate, and it's almost as good of a disable. Chicken! Chickens are a solution to all of life's problems. Oh crap, that guy can get up there. Now, fortunately, head break's completely useless. She was... Alright, how much brave you got? Oh, wow. Oh. Wow. I must be worse Zodiac with him. Dang. Just learn how to deal with that. I can't actually get to anybody else. Agrius should run away, though, so let's give it a shot. No. Yeah. All NPCs feel compelled to move no matter what the circumstances are. So, even if it's be perfect for them to stay in their position, both position-wise and save CT-wise, they won't do it. So, there is that. Alright, I've got just enough for shock, so I'm going to go and save it in case this goes badly. Chicken running away. Oh, are you a scaredy chicken? Oh yeah, down he goes. And no chicken is going to get a crystal mine. Ooh, we can learn potion, equip change, and move find item. and not use any of them. And Agrius is finishing off the chicken. What the? Why didn't you? Oh, right, because Stasis Sword only has a range of 2. Oh, crap. I have to go around the mountain. So I got that statue there. Or I could just eat your soul. Hey. Hey, guys. Guess what a soul tasted like? Chicken. I'm so clever. That's almost as good as my jokes about all these enemies being stoned. You know, the thing about it, in the whole Geomancer challenge, I didn't ever make any jokes about them doing weeds. Oh, well, I guess you can't be perfect to make terrible jokes all the time. Alright, I think we get new gear after Golgorand, but I'm going to go ahead and check anyway. But I can take care of that later. So, we got 2 levels there. Decently long video. Well, I guess we'll save Golgorand for another time. Still level 29. Yeah, because every enemy's giving me like 1 experience per action and 5 if I kill them. And I'm not even killing half of them thanks to Petrify. So, we're all set for now. No, it was a bit of a slow, boring video, but those weren't particularly hard fights. Golgorand, next one, should be a lot more interesting, so I'll see you guys then.